This is lesson dash 1-3, study guide and intervention, integers and absolute value. A number line can help you order a set of integers. When graphing a number line, the smaller of two integers is always to the left of the greater integer. Example number 1, they want us to order this set of integers. 10, -3, -9, 4, and 10. Now, I like to think of integers in the terms of money. You could also think of them in terms of the weather. And we ask ourselves, if we're going from least to greatest, what would be the smallest amount of money that I could have in the bank? Well, of course, it would be -9. That would be the worst amount of money that you could have in the bank out of this set of integers. Or it would be the coldest temperature out of this set of integers. The next would be -3. And the next best thing to have in the bank would be, this is supposed to be a 0, I am so sorry, would be 0. Then 4. And then 10. We have now put these in order from least to greatest. The numbers from left to right are -9, -3, 0, 4, and 10. The absolute value of a number is the distance of that number from 0 to wherever I am going on the number line. This is 0. How far is it from 0 to 1? It's 1. How far is it from 0 to -1? It's still 1. We went one space. So it does not matter if you're going forwards on the number line or backwards on the number line. If you were talking about absolute value, it is the distance from 0 to that number. The absolute value sign is written like this, and we can put a number in that. If we put a 9 in the absolute value sign, we get a 9. Because how far is it from 0 to 9? 9 spaces. If I put in a -9, I'm still going to get a 9, because how many spaces is it from 0 to a -9? A -9. It doesn't matter if I walk forward 9 or if I walk backwards 9. I still land at 9 spaces when I get there. It is, however, different up here. If I was putting them in order, -9 would be smaller and 9 would be greater. But their absolute value is the same. Okay. Now, let's look at number 1. Number 1 has 3, 0, -5, 1, and 4. Which integer would be the coldest temperature or the worst amount to have in the bank? Well, -5. Then 0, 1, 3, and 4. So I put them in order from least to greatest. That's what it asks us to do in 1 through 4. Now, number 5 through 13, they want us to find the absolute value. Now, I'm going to work number 9. And number 9 is written the absolute value of a -13 plus the absolute value of 15. The absolute value of -13 is 13, because how many spaces is it from 0 to a -13? 13. Plus the absolute value of 15. And when I add this up, I would get 28. Now let's look at number 14 through 19. Now 14 through 19, you have to put in the number for A, B, or C. So let's look. Let's look at number 14. It says the absolute value of A. Now, instead of writing A, I'm going to write a -6 because that's what it tells me that A is, plus 14. What is the absolute value of a -6? Well, how far is it from 0 to a -6? It's 6 spaces. Plus 14, and that would give me 20. All right, I would like for you to work page 5 and page 6.